planted these June 4th. Oh yeah, there's a seed on top of the paper. Didn't even make it into the soil. I don't know if it's going to be any good. I'm going to stick it in there and see what it's going to do. I think on some of these, when I was planting the seeds, there's so many of these little pods. I started them in these little teeny soil pods. And I think when I was prepping them, I wasn't sure if I hit every single one. So I think some of them either didn't germinate at all or I missed putting a seed in them. But that's okay, because I don't have very many of these 2.5-inch pots to up pot them. So that's what I'm gonna work on today, is I'm gonna up pot these seedlings into these 2.5-inch pots. These are just pots that I've saved over the past, I guess, few months of buying plants at the nursery. And I just filled them about halfway with some of the dirt that I'm trying to like mix together and add nutrients to. So this one is a mixture of just our native soil, a little bit of garden soil, what else is in there? Worm castings, and I don't think we have any peat moss in there. Maybe. I don't remember what's in there. It's a mixture of dirt that I've created. And I'm trying to make sure that they have nutrients. Some of these, I didn't open the package very well. My little sprouts are getting stuck under there, so I'm having to fix those too. I feel like this one was completely closed and it just works its way through. They look good. These are all zinnias. I did a video on Instagram June 4th of planting all of these seeds. I think these are the big tetra zinnias, and I think some of these are like a mixture zinnias. So essentially I'm going to, I think I only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 23 2.5-inch pots, and I have no idea how many of these little guys I have, so I'm just gonna plant them and go. So the reason I'm gonna start planting these is because, let me get a little closer here. As you can see, the roots are coming through the mesh on the soil pot. So that tells me that they are doing well, they're doing good, and they've got several shoots, and the roots are looking really healthy, and they're time to up pot. Otherwise, they're just gonna grow together, and I'm gonna have one giant zinnia. He's over here looking at swimming pools. Thinks we're rich or something.
No.
Anyway, I was telling him the other day, yesterday or whatever, that the reason I feel like I have no knowledge anymore is not because I don't have the knowledge. I mean, I've probably lost a lot of it since college, but I never actually got to use my knowledge. I've worked in retail, I've worked at all of the nurseries around town, but I never actually had my own garden until now. You gonna yell at them?
Yeah.
The kids are in the swimming pool, so that's what you're hearing in the background. Our small swimming pool that apparently is not good enough for Brad. He wants a giant one.
I can sit on my butt and my shoulders are still out of the water.
Yeah, it's a little on the small side.
It's itty bitty.
It's enough for the kids, and that's enough to get in and cool down. You just don't want to.
But they want me in there.
Yeah.
It's up to Haze's waist.
Yeah. Our 5-year-old. Anyway, so my experience comes now when I have a garden to plant things and to experiment with and to use. These kids, it's like a wave pool over there. Because before, when you're in retail and you're working Lowe's or Home Depot, you know, customers walk in and you're just like, They're like, hey, I need to get a plant that does this, or I need the yellow flowered plant or whatever. And you're like, yeah, it's right over here. Let me show you. But did I actually grow that plant? Do I know how that plant thrives in Texas? No, I don't. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I learned in college, and it's probably the stuff that, you know, I've forgotten over the years because I never actually had that experience of growing it. So now that I am gaining that experience, I'm gaining that confidence to be able to share with all of you on how I grow my plants, on what works for me and what works best for our garden and stuff like that. So I feel like it's all trying to come back to me, the knowledge from school. Does that make sense? He's so involved. One day maybe he'll be a YouTuber. I'm telling you, we tried to start Brad's fishing show and that didn't pan out.
No, we quit fishing.
We quit fishing. We didn't quit intentionally, just kind of life. I'm sure he would love to go every day, get back into it.
Other than that,
Yeah. Never mind that it's like 90 million degrees out.
it's only 96.
It feels like it's so hot. You just like walk outside and you just start pouring sweat. It's just so humid, and then it gets real still for a while, and then all of a sudden you get a nice breeze come through, but for the most part it's hot.
Yeah, heat advisory.
Heat advisory all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to stay cool, stay shaded underneath our awning here of our shop. Still hot, still sweaty.
Pause.
Pause.
Mm-hmm. Take a nap right here.
Doesn't like being filmed.